after building a pretty significant lead, where do you feel like you guys just sort of kind of let the foot off the gas a little bit tonight?
Yeah, I thought we made, we didn't do some things that got us to that point, both offensively and defensively. Thought we started making things up defensively in terms of, hey, let's switch this as opposed to stick to our solid game plan, and can't do that. That's not a recipe for winning. And same thing goes on the offensive end. Shot selection down the stretch, execution, it needs to be tight. It's hard to win this league, and that's how it goes.
John, go ahead.
Ryan, you said before the game kind of how this team has struggled to sustain things when it's not going well, and then also maybe not handle things when it is going well. What is missing in this group right now that just can't seem to handle that even a little bit of success for a team that hasn't had much of it?
Yeah, you'd say that it comes with maturity in a lot of ways, and unfortunately, maturity, that means that's measured by time and experience, and we gotta find a way to not get too high when we're up big and not get too low, when you're down big. I mean, and it's, tonight was a example of that. I mean, you look at Orlando, they've been in the playoffs, these last years. They got out to a good start this season, until some guys went out. I mean, you knew they were going to keep coming, and you see by Vucevic playing 43 minutes. I mean, they were desperate for a win tonight, and they hung in there. So we can learn some things too, in the losses, but it doesn't feel good.
Right, you went with D'Lo and J-Mac down the stretch together, and did you miss anything, size-wise by not having an extra rebounder in there, or how did you kind of come to that conclusion on that lineup to finish with?
Yeah, I mean, we thought it was a ball handling lineup, an execution lineup that we wanted to get to. You get to a certain point, and you feel like now they might get into a foul situation. So then as that happened, that was one of the reasons we put JV in there for a rebounder and a stop late in the game, and they end up fouling. But I like the group we had in there.
Yes, go ahead.
It seemed like one or two buckets there in the middle of the fourth might have helped put it away. I think you guys went more than 4 minutes without a score. What do you think was the biggest contributing factor to those late offensive struggles?
Yeah, I think it's just holding the basketball, holding the ball. Thinking we have to make a home run play too. A lot of times with young groups, that's what happens.
Dan, go ahead.
Ryan, it looked like on that last play that Malik was initially under the other basket, and you were from where I was sitting, looked like you were calling for him to come back. Was he initially supposed to be back, and then that was last second, or what kind of transpired on that last play?
Yeah, no, it's our standard free throw box out. To be there with the other defensive player, and not let him get behind you.
Any other questions for Coach?
Hey Ryan, just after a couple of losses like this, but I mean especially one like this against a team that has lost 7 or 6 in a row, and you had the lead. How do you kind of keep this group together and go forward after something like this?
Same way I always do it. In a tough time, is you continue to coach, you continue to attack the day, and take care of tomorrow so that you can take care of the day after that. And that's the only way I know how. Our group will be in there working tomorrow.